going on, everybody? It's RJ back with another toy review. Today we'll be looking at the DC Multiverse Super Friends Aquaman. Now, taking a look at this Aquaman, it just seems like Mattel does not put good effort into these figures whatsoever. I mean, looking here on the belt, the orange just kind of doesn't match the torso right here. It's kind of faded out. The yellow looks like it has some green in there, and not really good effort to it. Right here on the neckline, we have orange splots going up into the neck. There's no really end from the neck and the torso, and that's pretty shitty. Taking a look at the back of the figure, not too many problems on the back of here. And taking a look at the face. Now this is from the Super Friends cartoon so none of these guys have lips apparently, so there is no painting on the face besides the eyebrows, the eyes, and then the hair. But it is a nice face sculpt besides those. I think there was another DC Icons Aquaman that had the same exact face sculpt. But it's pretty good texture in the hair. Everything's pretty good on there. Now taking a look at everybody in the Super Friends wave, you do get Batman, Superman, Green Lantern, and then Aquaman, of course, some artwork. And then on the front here we have more artwork, and then we have the Hall of Justice in the background. Now this figure, does come with a few accessories. Here you have his trident. So, not any detail on it whatsoever. It's just kind of basic. I mean, the cartoon, they were all kind of basic for its time, or for our time now. Back then, it's probably a little better. But everything's pretty much just basic, your basic trident. Now you can get him to hold this trident. You kind of have to force it in to his hand right here. Kind of need to move the thumb back a little bit, and then let's see if I can do it. Push the thumb back a little bit, and then put the trident in there. Oh, excuse me. And then it just kind of sticks in there like that. I mean, I guess if you push the fingers in tighter, he'd be able to hold it at a different position. Or heated them up and pushed them in tighter, he'd be able to hold it tighter. But there is not much he can do with it. Kind of just falls. So, besides the trident, he does come with a stand that says Super Friends, and then he comes with this card. Now on the front of the card, or the back of the card, whichever or, you have some artwork of Aquaman, and then on the back of the card, you have SU, what looks like the start of P. So if you have all four of these figures, they all come with a card. You can line them up in order, and it spells Super Friends. But if you don't like that, then you can just have its artwork. So let me show you how this works. So you have a little slot back here on the back of the stand, and you just kind of push it in there. And then there's a peg hole on the bottom of his foot. Now the peg hole, it's not really tight at all. It's kind of just loose in there if you can see his foot moving. But I mean, it does hold him. He will stand there. But if you're expecting it to be real tight, it's not. So if you're moving around a lot, he might fall off of the stand. But there he is on the stand. Pretty standard for these figures. Looks pretty good. But let's take a look at the articulation. Let's get this trident out of here. So, taking a look at the articulation, the head looks up about that much, down about that much, the ab crunch goes forward about that much, back about that much, shoulders go out about this much. He does have shoulder swivel, then he has bicep swivel, he has a single jointed elbow, and wrist rotation. Then he has waist swivel. Go all the way around if you want to. He has waist swivel. He has a knee cut. And he has a single jointed knee. And then he has a hinge on the foot, up and down, no rotation. And he does have a single jointed elbow. So that's it for the articulation. You know, I kind of wish that these figures had more articulation, like the Marvel Legends. You know, Marvel Legends usually have double jointed elbows and knees, depending on which one you get. The head looks up a lot more, and the ab crunch is better. But as far as size go for this figure, he's a little bit taller than your standard Marvel Legends. I'd say he's about 7 inches. Here he is next to Blade. He's a little bit taller, as you can tell. I have Blade pose, but if you stand him all the way up, he's still a little bit taller. So I don't know if you guys like the taller figures or the shorter figures, but my overall opinion, I like it just because I like the classic look of it. I like the cartoon. I like the stand in the back. You know, not many figures come with their own stand, so that's good. So I have a Batman on the way, Super Friends Batman, and then hopefully I'll get Green Lantern Superman sometime in the future so that I can put it together and it say Super Friends, or just to have the collection, you know. I wish they did a Wonder Woman though. Wonder Woman was in the show, but they did not do a Wonder Woman for the Super Friends line. So maybe in the future, but I don't know how a lot of people feel about this figure. So, and I really don't know how people really feel about the DC Multiverse. My experience with them, they're not as good as the Marvel Legends, but if you wanted something DC, you know, some of the DC icons and stuff like that, DC collectibles, they look a little bit better, a little bit more articulation. So it's just personal opinion, but I do like this one. Like I said, I like the classic look. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video today. Hope you guys like, subscribe, comment. Look forward to seeing more videos in the future. Got some more toy hunts going on, some more figures to show you guys. But I hope you all have a good day, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and you all have fun out there searching for new figures.